Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They'll set up a throw. The left side completion to Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Let's go! What? None! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Walker, the tight end, in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go! What? None! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
Let's go! What? None! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They're going on fourth down. It's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And some room to maneuver. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, it's Taylor. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. And he's brought down after a good gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll sneak it with Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Tyrod Taylor taking it in. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. And
he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now he steps away. His throw incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third and long, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Get it out quickly, but it's blocked. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Taylor. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Taylor. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Let's go.
Taylor now throwing on third and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there. 51 yards on the ground. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Jones will come now in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. The play clock's running down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So second and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Timmy Jernigan forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on third and long. Taylor. He completes it to Julio Jones. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's forced out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.